Tired Yidden, approaching Rosh Hashanah, I would like to share a story. I remember when I was a young bacher and my uncle, the Slonim Rebbe, the Nesiva Shalom Schusi Yagan Aleinu, was in his elderly years. And when it came to say Lashana Toiva, to wish the blessing of a good year after the davening Rosh Hashanah night, they came running from the Holy Yerushalayim. It took literally 2 hours, and he held his hands stretched out and he shook for many hundreds of Yid in his hands. I had the schiyah to eat by him the Suda Rosh Hashanah night, and when he came into the dining room, his son asked him, Tata, you held your hands stretched out for 2 hours. Didn't your hand hurt you? Didn't you feel pain in your hands? And I remember his eyes filled with tears. And he looked at him and he said, Mein Kind, my dear son, believe me, when I saw those faces of those Jungelite and those elderly people going in front of me, and their eyes and their whole being were yelling and crying out to me, Rebbe, please, please remember me. Remember everything I'm going through. Remember to daven for me. Have me in mind on this day. Whoa, did this hurt me so much more than the pain in my hands. How much suffering is there in Klal Yisrael? And maybe we could say this is exactly what happens this day by the Rebbeinu Shalom. In the Zohar HaKodesh it's brought down that the Satan, the Mekatrik, the Yetzer Hara brings mountains and sacks of Yiddish sins, of Yiddish Chatoim, and he wants to prosecute Yidden. But in this day, the Gemara says, it's a day Kivakoras, Roya, Edroi, every single person goes in front of the Rebbeinu Shalom just like sheep go in front of a shepherd. And the Rebbeinu Shalom takes a close look at every single Yid. And the Rebbeinu Shalom sees all the pain and anguish, all the tears, all the sufferings that we're going through spiritually, physically. And the Rebbeinu Shalom turns to the Satan and says, what? You want to bring me chatoim sins that caused me pain? Whoa, does it hurt me and pain me more to see the suffering of my children, Klal Yisrael? I don't want to know of chatoim. And this is what we cry and we plea in our opening words of Slichas. We say, Rebbeinu Shalom, please, Pnei No'al Atlois Va'al Chatois, turn to the sufferings, turn to our tears, Va'al Chatois, and turn away from our sins. But the best way to get the Rebbeinu Shalom to turn away from the Chatois is when a Yid says, I'm going to look down, I'm going to look away, I'm going to turn away, I'm going to turn and change and not go in that area. I'm going to make a turn in my life. Then he could say, Rebbeinu Shalom, I turned away. I turned something over in my life. Rebbeinu Shalom, you please turn away and turn over all adinim into rachmim and give us a good gebench zisa year beruchnias and begashmias.